This is the book of Psalms, chapter 20, verse 1. May Yahweh answer you when you are in trouble. May power of Jacob protect you. I like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. I like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. As the title says, Yahweh Yahweh Shai will rescue you when you're in trouble, okay? You have to call upon him and call upon his holy divine name so you can be saved, okay, out of salvation, okay? So you can be saved, okay? You have to call upon Yahweh Yahweh Shai. That's what this is all about, okay? He will definitely rescue you when you're in trouble. The book of Psalms, chapter 20, verse 4. May he give you what you desire and make you success and make your plans succeed. Then we will shout for joy over our victory and celebrate our triumph by praise. May Yahweh answer all your requests, okay? And we know whatever we ask in his name, okay, he will give it to us, okay? That's what this thing's about, okay? So Yahweh Yahweh Shai will rescue you when you're in trouble. You just gotta call upon him. The book of Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Happy are those who reject the advice of evil people, who do not follow the example of sinners or join those who have no use for power. Instead, they find joy in obeying law of Yahweh and the study of it day and night. Okay, so night and day we have to be in these scriptures. Okay, that's what this thing's about. Okay, day and night we have to be in these scriptures, calling upon the names of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's what this thing's about, and we know. If we call upon him, he will save us out of our troubles, okay? Yahweh Shai, he will test us, so let's get it. The book of Psalms, chapter 26, verse 1. Declare me innocent, O Yahweh, because I do right because I do what is right and trust you completely. Examine me and test me, Yahweh. Judge my desires and thoughts. Your constant love is my guide, for your faithfulness always leads me. I do not keep company with worthless people. I have nothing to do with hypocrites. I hate the company of evil and avoid the wicked. Okay, so once again, okay, it starts at the name, though. Okay, you have to get it. It starts at the name. Okay, if you want to unlock these blessings. Okay, one moment. It starts at his holy divine name. The book of Proverbs 30, verse 4. The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 4. Have any ever mastered heavenly knowledge? Have any ever caught up the wind in their fists, or wrapped up the waters in a piece of cloth, or fixed the boundaries of the earth? Who are they, if you know? Who are their who are their children? Okay, so what is his name? Okay, it starts with the names. Okay, of Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, that's what this starts with. Okay, and there's no one else that we should be saved. The book of Yoel, chapter 2, verse 32. But all who ask Yahweh for help will be saved. As Yahweh has said, some in Jerusalem will escape, and those whom I chose will survive. Okay, so once again, like we discussed on multiple occasions, it's not going to be much of Israelites making it out this thing. Okay, it's only going to be a chosen remnant to make it out of here with their life. Okay, it's not going to be a lot of people to make it out of here. Okay, turn to the book of First Kings. The book of First Kings, chapter 19, verse 18. Yet I will leave 7,000 people alive in Israel, all those who are loyal to me and have not bowed to Balaam or kissed his idol. Okay, so yeah, 7,000 piece, 7,000 represents completion. Okay, as once again, it's not going to be a lot of people to make it out of here with their life when this thing goes down. Okay, it's only going to be a tiny bit of the elect. Okay, to make it out of here with their life when this thing goes down. So that's why we have to constantly call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai. You have to constantly do your study. The book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 2. Instead, they find joy in obeying the law of Yahweh and the study it day and night. They are like trees that grow beside a stream that bears fruits at the right time and whose leaves do not dry up. They succeed in everything they do. But evil people are not like this at all. They grow up like straw that the wind blows away. Sinners will be consumed by power and kept apart from power's own people. The righteous are guided and protected by Yahweh, but the evil are on the way to their doom. Okay, so and the evil, that's the so-called white man. Okay, he's on a one-way road to his doom. Okay, that's what this thing's about. Okay, that's a so-called white man. Okay, he's on the way to his doom. Okay, one moment. The book of Psalms, chapter 3, verse 1. I have many enemies, Yahweh, so many you who turn against me. They are talking about me and say, power will not help him. But you, O Yahweh, are always my shield from danger. You give me victory and restore my courage. I call to Yahweh for help, and from his sacred hill he answers me. I lie down and sleep, and all the night long Yahweh protects me. I am not afraid of the thousands of enemies who surround me on every side, okay? And it starts with the so-called white man, okay? That's our chief enemy, okay? It's the so-called white man, okay? It starts with him, okay? We just waiting for Yahweh to come and judge this man, okay? And destroy him so we could take our rightfully rule in the kingdom of heaven. The book of Psalms, chapter 3, verse 7. Come, Yahweh, save me by power. You punish all my enemies and leave them powerless to harm me. Victory comes from Yahweh. May he bless his people. The book of Psalms, chapter 4, verse 1. Answer me when I pray, O power, my defender. When I am in trouble, you help me. Be kind to me now and hear my prayer. Okay, so it's Yahweh Shai that gets us out of our gems. Okay, whenever we in trouble, we have to call upon the names of Yahweh Shai, so we can make it out of here with our life when this thing goes down. Okay, let's get it. The book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 8. Peter, full of the Holy Spirit, answered them, leaders of the people and elders, if we are being questioned today about the good deeds done to the lame man and how he was healed, then you should all know, and all the people of Israel should know, that this man stands before you completely well, through the power of the name Yahweh Mashiach of Nazareth, whom you crucified and whom power raised from the dead. Yahweh is the one whom the scripture says, the stone that the builders despise, turned out to be the most important of them all. Salvation is to be found through him alone. In all the world, there is no one else whom power has given who can save us. Okay, so the scriptures make it completely obvious. Okay, it's through the names of Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's the only ones that's the only ones that we could save us. Okay, it's Yahweh Shai. Okay, without those names, You won't make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down, okay? You're going to be destroyed, okay, when this thing goes down, okay? You have to call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, okay? That's what this thing's all about. Okay, if you are looking to be saved, the book of Psalms, chapter 14, verse 1. Fools says to themselves, there is no power. They are all corrupt. They have done terrible things. There is no one of them of those who does what is right. Yahweh looks down from heaven at the humans to see if there are any who are wise, any who worships him, but they are all gone wrong. But they have all gone wrong. They are all completely bad. Not one of them does what is right. Not a single one. Do they know as Yahweh? Are these evildoers ignorant? They live by robbing my people, and they never pray to me. But then they will be terrified, for power is with those who obey him. Evildoers frustrate the plans of the humble, but Yahweh is their protection, okay? How I pray the victory will come to Israel from Zion. How happy the people of Israel will be when Yahweh makes them prosperous again, okay? That's what we waited for. That's what we waiting for, okay? We waiting for Yahweh Shah to make us prosperous again. Okay, and Yahweh Shah is our complete protection, okay? Without Yahweh Shah, no mas, okay? We were already been destroyed, okay? Yahweh Shah is the reasons why we're still standing. Okay, one moment. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. I am Yahweh and I do not change. And so you, the descendants of Jacob, are not yet completely lost. Okay, so it's because of Yahweh Shai we're not completely lost. Okay, and destroyed. Okay. It's all because of Yahweh Shai, okay? Because he doesn't get back, turn back on this word, okay? That's what this thing's about. Okay, turn to the book of Deuteronomy. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 36. Yahweh will rescue his people when he sees that their strength is gone. He will have mercy on those whom he serve him when he sees how helpless they are. Then Yahweh will ask his people, where are those mighty gods who you trusted? You fed them the fat of your sacrifices and offered them wine, drinks. Let them come and help you now. Let them run to your rescue. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. I alone am power. No other God is real. I kill and I give life. I wound and I heal. And there's no one there's no one can oppose what I do, okay? So it's all about Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, okay? And on that note, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.